Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio on this right now? Maybe we do. Yes, we do. Si, senor. Okay. Thank you. Um, Everybody, this is Marilyn, and it's time for the noon edition of Welcome to My World. It's the 26th of January, which is a Tuesday. So, I hope everybody's had a wonderful morning. I had to take off and didn't get to trade this morning. But of course, I've talked about the Marilyn indicator. It works real well. Every time I leave, um, you can be assured that there'll be lots of really nice trades. It's about 95% accurate. But anyway, the first thing I notice is of the four U.S. indices, the YM has really been the strongest, and TF kind of right behind it. Normally, TF leads that charge, and the ES and the NQ have not been quite as strong today. The dollar has really sold off, and bonds took a pretty good dive. The remarkable thing that I noticed right away is this Canadian dollar. My goodness, those people in Canada ought to be, they must be in camp happy, because the Canadian dollar has done nothing but go up, and I'm using a 10-tick diagnostic chart on that. Good grief! It's just, that's wonderful, wonderful, and there were several places to enter. I mean, most of us don't start trading at midnight, but even at the 7:30 timeline, there were, excuse me, three great entries, and it just keeps on going. I don't know how high is high for that today. The crude oil started a nice trade about 10 o'clock this morning with this E off a big magnet and a buy zone. If you trade using the ISS charts here, that started right about here with this yellow bar, and the trend are flipped, and then all of a sudden we had the trend flipped, and everything turned green. So trail this with the MVP if that's what you do. My normal tendency is to set my take profit up here at the deviation, which is about where you would have been stopped out sooner or later on a MVP trail if you were using that. Bonds had a great run down. Unfortunately, that was for the real early morning crowd. We do have traders in this room that are trading the European session, and some of these markets have been giving wonderful trades both yesterday and today, but you need to be up at Eastern Time, US, about 2 o'clock in the morning, and that lets me out. So anyway, the big thing here is this waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 8:30, there is no U.S. Economic news numbers coming out. But at 10 o'clock, there will be the new home sales. And then at 10:30, we have crude oil inventory. And that's going to be interesting tomorrow. We'll see what that brings forth. But the biggie is at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, there will be a FOMAC statement, and there will be a Fed funds rate announcement at 2 o'clock. So I would suggest tomorrow if you are relatively new to trading, certainly you need to be in demo tomorrow. And if you are trading live, I would exercise extreme caution with your trades for tomorrow until that announcement is made at 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock into the close tomorrow, there might be some real activity. So that's about all I see right now. The Canadian dollar is I'm just sitting here drooling over all the missed trades, but that was really, really nice. And if for those of you who trade the Forex pairs, the Australian dollar was almost in total sync with the Canadian dollar this morning, and the US dollar sold off, as did the Japanese yen. So let's see, we've got Brent has come up, and this has been very interesting to watch because for a while Brent and West Texas were trading at parity, which you don't see very often, and then it's edged slightly. Brent has edged slightly back, leading the CL contract. Yesterday it was by only about sometimes 15 and 20 cents. Today it's about 30 cents. Typically it's a dollar and a half or so. So that's something I'm kind of keeping my eye on too. We have the VIX at it's trading 22.89 right now, and that has come down a little bit. So if these indices continue to go up, we'll see the correlation between the VIX dropping. I'm not real sure what's going to happen tomorrow because the FOMAC members they're kind of they've been in a bit of quandary. I can make a lot of comments about that, but they raised the rates in December, and the stock market was just roaring and doing wonderfully well, and oh boy, and oh boy. Well, now the stock market has really sold off to the extent that some of these big investment houses like Goldman Sachs and some of the big banks are getting they're getting a little nervous about this sell-off. So we'll see what the Fed does tomorrow, but pay very close attention to your trades tomorrow. So that's about it for today. I'll come on at 8:30 tomorrow morning, and we'll see what we may have laid out for us in morning trades. This has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks.